Hi, I'm Tim from Omaha Wine and Liquor. Today we're talking Japanese whiskey using one particular brand as an example of the different variations that can come from Japanese whiskey. Just to start out with, Japanese whiskey is different than sake. Don't confuse the two. Sake is a fermented rice product that is a little bit lower alcohol. Japanese whiskey is a whiskey. It is modeled after the Scotch style. They tend to use a lot of malted barley like the Scotch do, but they also use rice as well, which we'll get into when we talk about these specific products. However, it is distilled, not like sake, which is just a fermented beverage, more like a beer. Then these whiskeys are aged like most whiskeys are. So they have that brown color from the oak barrels, and these are all finished in different finishing barrels as well. So we'll get into that with the particulars of each one as we taste through them. Shibui means subtle or understated in Japanese, and that's exactly what these whiskeys are. They're very, very, very subtle, like a lot of Japanese whiskeys. They're more elegant. They tend to layer in different flavor profiles. They're not bold in your face like a bourbon or American whiskeys are. They're lighter, they're more elegant, they have a lot more different complexities going on in a very light style. Some of them will have that Scotch style peatiness, some of them will not. They do vary in that aspect. And like I said, not all of them are even made with malted barley. So we'll dive right in with that actually, and we'll start out with the Shibui White Oak. This is a 10-year single grain whiskey, so that means it's aged for a minimum of 10 years, and it's finished in white oak. The single grain used for this product is a Indica long grain rice. So they distill with rice, so they're instead of barley or wheat or corn, their grain of choice for this product is rice. And then what Shibui does with their rice, or with this one in particular, is they use a black Koji, which is a type of mold, to help start the fermentation process. And that mold produces a lot of citric acid, which helps protect the fermentation, especially in hot, humid climates, from getting harmful bacteria in there, which could kill the fermentation or spoil the product before the distillation. So they use that black Koji, some yeast, and ferment it, then distill it. This one is double distilled in pot stills, stainless steel. And then they use virgin white oak barrels. So there's no other whiskey influence. A lot of times with, for bourbon, it has to be in virgin American oak barrels. But most other whiskey around the world tends to reuse other types of barrels for their aging, whether it's bourbon barrels or port or sherry or different types of barrels, because barrels are expensive. So with the unused barrel, they're getting a lot more of that oak influence. And I get that a little bit on the nose. I get a lot of vanilla, which is common in the virgin oak barrels. That's why you get a lot of vanilla on bourbon as well. Light-bodied. I get a lot of tropical fruit notes on this. It's very fruity up front. Get a slight creaminess, and then like a sweet toffee caramel kind of finish on it. Probably from some of those vanillin tannins from the fresh oak. Very good, very long finish on it. Definitely lighter than a traditional American whiskey or a bourbon. Very good for the price, for the age. Nice, definitely worth a try on that white oak 10-year single grain from Shibui. Moving on, we're going to another 10-year product, but this one is bourbon cask finish. So same grain, the Indica long grain rice, black Koji to start out the fermentation as well. This one is only single distilled, so it only goes through the pot still once. which is going to leave a little bit more flavor in it. It also can leave a little bit more imperfection. When you double distill something, you're pulling out more of the imperfections, but you're also stripping out some more of that flavor from the fermentation from the mash bill. So the single distillation will might leave in some of those imperfections, but also leave in some more flavor. The ex-bourbon barrel should impart some more of those bourbon notes. Get a little bit of like a brown sugar caramel nose on this, and a little bit of fruit as well. Get a touch of fruit, a little tropical, but nothing major, nothing like compared to the white oak. Get a lot sweeter flavors right up front, like a custardy, brown sugar, like caramel type, all kind of thing going on in there, and a nice kind of subtle. It kind of just stays consistent throughout. There's not a lot of layers to this. That bourbon influence is definitely strong on it, but there's a little bit more weight to it than the white oak version. So good product, good transition into Japanese whiskey if you're a bourbon drinker, because you definitely pick up a lot of those bourbon characteristics on this one. I'm going to save that one for last. We're going to go to the 18-year-old single grain sherry cask finish for this one. And I'm going to this one next because this is also made with rice and that black Koji, as I said with the 10-year white oak and the 10-year bourbon cask. This one is just finished in sherry casks. So ex-fino and manzanilla sherry oak. So those are two different types of sherry that have their own flavor characteristics as well. And I'm not entirely clear if this is where it spends all 18 years or if that's just what they're finished in. It's quite possible that it was all 18 years in those two different barrels. And it's going to be a single distillation on this one as well. Single pot still distillation. Get some red fruit on the nose. And a touch of sweetness, almost a hint of floral note as well. Get a big blast of kind of floral, perfumey notes right on the front of the palate, but that's quickly overtaken by some dark red fruit, and then some caramely, dark, like really rich caramel toffee finish notes on that. Very smooth, nice lingering taste, almost like a little citrusy near the finish, with some of that red fruit coming back as well. Really good long finish on that. Nice product. That age definitely has mellowed it out, given it some more robust characteristics. A little bit of kind of chewiness on that too. It's definitely worth a shot. Great sherry oak finish on that. Now, for the last Shibui, this is another 10-year, but this is a pure malt. So what that means is we're going to malted barley on this. This is not made with rice. This is more of a traditional style whiskey, Scotch style with the malted barley. It is finished in a combination of ex-bourbon and sherry casks. And then also some Mizunara oak from Japan. The Mizunara oak tree is gotten a lot of attention in recent years. Because of Japan's climate, oak trees do not grow exceptionally well. The Mizunara can take a couple hundred years to get to maturity where it can be harvested for oak barrels. So it is not a super common barrel. It's a much more expensive barrel to produce, and it has some very intense flavors to it as well. So it's been getting some attention in the whiskey world because of those intense flavors and the uniqueness of it. This says it's finished in it. We don't know how much of it is finished in it. Obviously, with a lot of things in the beverage world or anything in general, it can be a marketing thing, but the fact that they put it on there means some of it has to be finished in Mizunara. Get a much fruitier nose on this, but then actually the second smell, less fruity, more malty. Definitely get that kind of traditional malt nose on it. Right up front, this tastes more like a traditional malt whiskey, which is to be expected since they call it pure malt. That malted barley, very subtle, very subtle, like peaty smokiness to it, but not overpowering at all. This is not your like Islay Scotch. It's very elegant, very layered in there. Kind of almost a hint of coffee flavor as well, and nice long lingering finish with that malt flavor. Definitely interesting. I'm not a huge Scotch fan or traditional Japanese whiskey fan, so this wouldn't be my go-to. But if you are in that realm, or if you have a father in your life that enjoys good Scotch, might be a good Father's Day gift for them, because something different, something they probably haven't had. It is in line with that Scotch flavor profile with the pure malt, but just something a little bit different. And on that note, any of these really make a good gift because of that uniqueness, a little bit different. Not a lot of people are familiar with Japanese whiskeys yet. Hopefully this video shed some light on these different styles for you, and this brand in particular. So I'd love to hear in the comments if you've had any Japanese whiskey, what you thought of it, or which one of these stood out the most to you that you might be willing to go give a try. On that note, we'll get out of here. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Cheers. If you liked this video, you are going to love this one. Please click and watch now. And if you're not subscribed yet, please take a second, hit that subscribe button, click the bell so you know when we drop our latest videos. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate your time. Cheers.